So we came up to verse number 10 last time. And in verse number 10, Bhagavan Krishna said that Brahmadev, the Lord of creation, created this entire universe. And he created it with Yajna Bhav. When Brahmadev created the universe, he didn't take one trumpet and blow his own horn and say, hey, I created. He also did not leave his signature anywhere, created by Brahmadev. Okay? He also did it for the good of everyone. So he created this universe in Yajna Bhav, and he gave one advice to man who is also part of his creation. What was the advice he gave?
You shall prosper by this.
You shall prosper by being in this universe, by doing actions in Yajna Bhav. That was the advice. Now, Brahmadev continues that advice in verse 11, 12 and 13, which hopefully we will complete today. So we are on chapter 3, verse 11. We'll chant verse 11 one more time, okay? Devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantah shreya paramavapsyata. Anjali, read the English.
Foster the gods through the sacrifice, and let the gods foster you. Thus, each fostering the other selflessly, you will attain the highest goal.
Alright. So first you can take the meanings of the words. Anena, by these, meaning by these sacrifices. He has already talked in the previous verse. Brahmadev has said, I have created by sacrifice, by Yajna Bhav. So by these, Devan, gods, heavenly gods, celestial devas, Bhavayata, will be happy, will be pleased. मतलब ये सब यज्ञ हम कर रहे हैं, इनसे भगवान जो देव स्वर्ग में है वो खुशी हो गए. Anena devan bhavayata. By these sacrifices, the heavenly gods will be pleased. Te, those, deva, gods, bhavayantu, will please, who? Vaha, you. You make the gods happy, the gods will please you. आप उनको खुश करो, भगवान आपको खुश करो. Bhavayanta, by pleasing. See, 3 times this word has come in different ways. Bhavayanta, by pleasing, parasparam, one another, दोनों को, अपने आप को. By pleasing each other, parasparam, param shreya, highest good, avapsyatha, shall be achieved. You please the gods will please you. By pleasing each other, the highest good will be achieved.
How will we achieve this?
Avapsyatha. Okay, now we are going into some realm which is not in our normal thinking. Heavenly gods and all. What is this heavenly god? Where is this heaven? Who are they? And where is this heaven? So, Sanatan Dharma tells us that there are 3 worlds in which the Jeev Atma circles during its various lives and deaths. And with cycle of life and death, sometimes it's alive, sometimes it's not alive. And while it's alive and not alive, there are 3 loka, 3 realms, 3 places where it exists. What are they? Bhurlok, or sometimes you call it Bhulok. What is Bhulok? Earth, physical earth. It is the world of men, our world. Men meaning women also. Huh? Next time I'll say is world of women. No, why should I say men? all my feminine power people here will be happy. So Bhurlok, world of men, earth, Prithvi. Bhuvarlok, Bhuvar is the world next to the physical world, made of finer material, finer matter, and is the world of Pitru, those who have passed on, our forefathers. Pitrulok or Bhuvarlok. Then more finer, more subtle, Swarglok, heaven. It's the world of Devatas. So when we are alive, or technically when this body is manifest, we are here, Bhulok. When we pass, we go to Bhuvarlok, till we are ready to come back to Bhulok. And then Swarglok, hopefully sometime. So these 3 lokas are called Triloki. Triloki. And as the Jivatma goes on spiritually evolving, it goes on moving from one lok to the other lok. This lok, the world of men, Bhulok, the predominant matter, you know, all matter is made up of Panchabhut. What are they? Earth, water, fire, air, space. Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash. Everything is a basic combination of these 5 tattvas. So the predominant tattva of Bhulok is Prithvi, earth. Prithvi tattva is predominant here. The predominant element of Bhuvarlok, Pitrulok, is water. And the predominant element of Swarglok is Agni or fire. So is there anything after Swargalok? Yes. There are actually 4 more loks. After Swarg, there are 4 more loks of finer and finer and finer and finer elements or realms of existence. And each lok requires a different kind of upadhi. What is upadhi?
Form.
Vessel, body. So there's a Jivatma. While we are on earth, this is the upadhi. This body is just a box, is just a vessel for this Jivatma. But when it goes from here and we die and we go to Bhuvar, a new body meant only for Bhuvarlok will cover up the Jivatma. In that vehicle, it will stay till it's born again. If it has to go to Swarglok, a different kind of element which corresponds to that loka, that Jivatma will be covered with that kind of tattva. So everywhere it goes, it is covered or supported or enveloped or made up of an element which suits that particular realm of existence. And as we go on spiritually evolving, our Jivatma is able to feel, is able to think, is able to act in those kind of upadhis which have specific bhuta combinations which correspond to that lok. Is it too out there to understand?
No, it's fine.
We've been there, na? जाके आए हैं. We have been there many times. He's right, you know. Now, here in this verse, he's talking about the gods. Deva. Deva, the word is there. So, who exactly are these devas which inhabit Swarglok? Now, if your karmas during your life here, at the end of your life, let us say there is an evaluation, how much dharma you did, how much adharma you did, right? So if it is more or less mixed, you will stay in Pitrulok for some time. You will reap the benefits of your punya, good deeds. You will pay the consequences of your pap or your bad deeds. And when all that is over, you will come back here to evolve spiritually. But there are some individuals who are highly spiritually evolved, who have led exemplary lives of noble thinking and noble living, and they are extremely evolved, but they have not yet got liberation. And if they pass on, then they don't have to go to Pitrulok. Where will they go? Swarg. Okay, so the devas, what we call devas, are those highly pious and spiritually evolved individuals. They have led exemplary spiritual lives, noble lives on earth, but they have not yet attained Brahma. So after death, they rest for kalpas, ages and ages, millions and millions of years. They rest in Swarg. Eventually, they also will be born back on earth. Eventually, they also will have to be born back on earth. So, why is it that they are not born so fast? Because the Shastras say that they have not yet found a womb noble enough to take birth. Where will they? Because you know that when we have to come back on earth, we have to come back to a womb or to a location geographically which can help us go further in our spirituality. So our vasanas, if they are very tamasic, we will take birth in a very tamasic family, where our tamasic desires will be able to get fulfilled. That's why we are taking birth, because our desires are making us come back to be fulfilled. If you are in a slightly better off kind of desire environment, you will be born in that kind of environment where your desire has a chance to get fulfilled. If you are very sattvically inspired as a Jivatma, you will take birth in a place where sattvic desires can get fulfilled. What are sattvic desires?
Puja,
Puja,
Kirtan,
Kirtan, Satsang, So you are all coming for satsang. So now you know why you were born in that environment. So you got this opportunity to come to satsang. But this thought came to me this morning actually. Shall I tell?
Yes. Please.
Don't be offended.
No.
See, sometimes as we live our life somewhere in the middle, somewhere, we get transformed, right? We suddenly start attending satsang, suddenly one interest is there in shastras. It happens, very few of us have been born with those kind of sanskars. Somewhere in the middle, some transformation happens, something happens. So before that, now you think, what was I like? And before that, some other kind of vasanas may have been there, some other kind of tendencies could have been there, some other kind of negative feelings, bhavnas, attitudes, right?
Yes.
It may be there. Now, suddenly we have become very spiritual, right? And we start judging others who are not. Is it true?
Yes.
Now, the worst thing for you to do is to judge your parents that way. And sometimes we do. Because we say, oh, this is not karma yoga, this is not this, and you are so much older than me, you should know better, whatever. We may not even say it, but we think it. Yes or no?
Yes.
We think it. But don't forget, you are born to those parents because your vasana matched their vasana at the time of your birth. Getting it?
Yes.
So they have only actually done you a great blessing by giving you a portal, by giving you a gate
To come to you.
to come into this world, forget me, to come into this world and give yourself a chance to become a better person. Okay, so don't, just because through prarabdha and purusharth, you are now in an environment which is giving you all this great gyan, and now you have become such a highly evolved human being. Don't forget that they are the ones. Forget about judging anybody else. I'm saying don't judge your parents, most important, because they are the ones who matched your frequency for you to come over here. Okay? So, be what it may be, they will also maybe evolve to your elevated status at some stage, or maybe their entire life was dedicated to make you a better person. So I say today, go home and bless all your parents, because they have given you this beautiful opportunity to come into this world. Okay, so
And Swarg is also a trap. It's a trap for so many kalpas.
so many, but no, not really, because I'm coming to that. They are not only trapped there. So now, what do these noble souls who have passed on from this world by doing extremely pious and extremely spiritual things, but they have not yet attained liberation. So during their existence in Swarg, they are still very noble souls, because your subtle body has gone with the soul. All your vasanas, all your desires, all your sanskars are still there with the Jivatma. It's not some new person being born. The same person is going to be born without this physical body. So even in Swarg, they have got sattvic, noble, generous vasanas. They have got sattvic, noble ideals. They still want to do noble work, even being a Jivatma, right? So, whenever humans on earth do anything that is very noble, all these devas come to help you. So when you are doing anything which is for the good of all, when you are doing anything in yajna bhav, there is no selfish desire, you are doing for everybody, they see, wow, good chance for us also. So they come, support your energy, support your effort, and that way their sanskars, their wishes also get fulfilled. So they add their energy to make your work successful. But there is a condition. They will not help you for anything and everything. It has to be performed in yajna bhav. Has to be in yajna bhav. If you are doing your work with no doership, no enjoyership, dedicated to the higher good of everyone, and you are putting your 100% effort, they are so happy, they will come and put in 1000% effort. And that is what makes the yajna which you are doing more successful and fruitful. So this is the first thing that the devas do. You see, they don't have a body. And you can only finish your karma on this burlok. You cannot finish your karma. They cannot attain liberation in Swarg. They have to finish their karma, and finishing karma only happens here. So by helping you, their karma also is getting finished. That is the meaning of Parasparam. By doing together, it's for the benefit of mutual benefit. They are helping you do your karma also, and they are finishing their karma. Devaha.
So these Indra Dev and all,
All same. Vayu Dev, Indra Dev,
the same.
Varun Dev, they are all the same. Coming to that.
Can you please explain it again that they cannot get liberation in Dev zone?
No, they are, because you cannot finish karma there.
No body there.
You cannot do karma. This is called karma bhumi.
Yeah.
So until you finish your karma, you cannot be liberated. So by themselves in Swarg, they cannot liberate themselves. But by helping you in your yajna, if they are completing their karma, they can get liberated.
From there on.
Yeah, means they will take instant one small birth, yeah, and they will go.
So, people who sort of die early, like infants or something, is it that or?
It could be.
Because they realize that they.
That story is there, na? That those two Dwarpals कौन है? वैकुंठ में Jai Vijay. So they were the Dwarpals in Vaikunt, and they did not let the 4 Brahmins in. So he cursed them that you will have to go and live for 3 lives. You have to go and live on earth. Then when Vishnudev came, he said, "What have you done? You have given my very faithful Dwarpal such a bad shrap, such a bad curse." So he said, okay, they made us wait for 3 seconds or something. So I will give them 3 births only on earth. After 3 births, they will be free of this shrap. So then they go and they go to Ganga Ma, and they say that you give us birth and then release us fast from 3 lives. So Ganga comes onto earth, then she marries Shantanu, no? Shantanu. And she goes on producing children, and the minute the child is born, she goes and drowns them in the water and releases 1 life, 2nd life, 3rd life, like that. And so everyone thinks, what a cruel mother, but actually what she's doing is she's releasing them from their karma. So that's another story.
So avatars are gods, avatars are...
Avatars are different. Avatars are not devas. Now, these devas are like ministers in the court of Ishwar. They work for Ishwar. So Ishwar does what? He rules, he protects, he guides. With his intelligence and power, he cannot do everything, right? So one minister is there for what? Finance. One minister is there for health. One minister is there for family. One minister is there for water supply. One minister is there for energy supply, like that. So these devas work for Ishwar. Deva means, in Sanskrit the word Deva means shining or radiant. That's because their bodies are luminous. What is the tattva in Swarga? Fire.
Fire.
So if they have like bodies which are luminous like fire. All the constructive energies that we use on earth, can you name them? Electric, water, air, whatever constructive energies that we are using to do any work, production or whatever, they are all devas. They are all devas. They are all the energies which are being guided by a luminous body which is highly sattvic in Swarga. But they work under specific rules. They have certain rules. Like, I cannot just sit like this and say, hey Deva, come. Give me water, I'm thirsty. They will not come. So what are these rules? There are certain rules under which they have certain laws. You can harness this power, you can harness this energy if you firstly know scientifically how to do it. That's very material way. Somebody knows how to create solar panel. Somebody knows how to, what is Vastu Shastra. Then through Vastu you can manage these energies. Yes or no? Ayurveda. If you have a scientific knowledge of Ayurveda, scientific knowledge of Vastu, you can harness this energy. One. That is one way. Secondly, you can help them by facilitating their work, by making their work easy. Like if you want to harvest rainwater. You're harvesting rainwater, so you are helping them. You are creating one water table, animal conservation, or composting if you are doing. So you are doing things which facilitate their work. Then also they will help you in whatever you do. Another way of harnessing their energy is by prayer, by yagna, actual homa, anushtans. Another way is by doing noble works. You are feeding the poor. You are doing annadan. Because they also wanted to do noble work only. You are doing that. You are giving clothes to the poor. You are giving food to the poor. You are giving shelter to the poor. They are happy. They will come and... But it has to be done without karta bhava. Now rishis and yogis who have done lot of tapasya, they have done lot of studies, Adhyay, and they have done lot of work on purifying themselves. They have developed a power stronger than the devas on earth itself. They can command these energies. They can command. They can, with their power of thought, they can command this energy to work for them. on a lower scale, those who do energy work, like you do pranic healing, or you do Reiki, or you do any kind of positive thinking kind of energy work, they are also in the process of learning how to harness these energies from devas. Sometimes you find some ordinary person is only being able to harness this energy. No tapasya, no swadhyay, no this, no that. How suddenly that person is able to do all these things? Previous life. Finished all this in previous life. And we call those people lucky. Lucky, there is no such thing as lucky. Okay? Lucky, good luck is the invisible working of the devas. Whenever you say this person very lucky, itu just said there should be no rain while I go all the way from Pune to Bombay. And no rain comes. Why? That's so lucky. No lucky. It is your own work which you also don't know that you have done previously. So the devas work within the law. There is no arbitrary, like there's no favoritism. I'll do for you but not for you. Nothing like that. Now, just like in a government, when one party comes into power, what happens? Some ministers are made. When the party goes out of power, then the cabinet has to change, right? Some different person is put in the post. Some people retire, some people change, like that. So like that also, the devas also, because they are in the cabinet of Ishwar. So there also sometimes, now who is this deva? Let us say Rajesh has done very pious work. Then when he passes on, he goes to Swarg, right? There he is in charge of finance, He is the chartered accountant of Swarg. Now, here somebody else does some good work and his karma finishes by helping that person. Then he's got liberation, right? So now somebody else has to take his post. So then somebody else, then Gokul will go. And Gokul will take that post.
Then there will be no coffee there.
Yeah, then he can make the rules. No coffee inside. So these devas also have a particular tenure. After the tenure is over, they either get liberated or then they come back to earth to finish their little bit of karma. Somebody else has to take that job. So some other person is appointed. But this happens when in kalpas. We're talking about millions of years it takes for this to happen. So all your devas, Agni Dev, Varun Dev, Vayu Dev, even Indra, these are all devas who are highly spiritually evolved, not yet liberated, who are helping us from Swarg. Alright, so all these, now ask me or tell me honestly, in your mind there is one big question mark. Yes or no?
Yes.
Where is this Swarg? Can I see? Is it up? Is the Narak down? Where is it? Yes or no you're thinking?
Yes.
Why didn't ask me? Is it a physical place?
No.
Does it have a latitude and a longitude? Is it up there somewhere? If I go outer space, will I see it? Then where is it? Where? In this right here? No. It's not in your mind either. It's here.
Space.
It's here. I'm not trying to freak you out.
Now you're already freaked.
Because people get freaked out by the thought that there are
Creatures.
Dudes around here.
and that when the body dies and to think, okay, you're dead, alright, the body is here, and this Soul, it's gone to some place, Pitrulok, it's somewhere. I don't have to worry about it. Then you are not scared. But if I were to tell you that Pitrulok and Swarglok is right here in a form which is so subtle that your five indriyas cannot perceive it. It's right here. Huh? The body is in a subtler form which you cannot perceive.
So that is that Bhoot Pret people in Bhoot.
Bhoot Pret are who have not even been able to reach Pitrulok.
Okay, so they're like.
They're zombies.
Okay.
They exist too. All this exists. Don't worry, Mukund, you are looking terrified.
तो कह रहा है अभी सोच के सर्जरी करना पड़ेगा.
Now when he's cutting somebody up for kidney transplant.
But in a lot of the stories that we have witnessed, in that they show Indradev to be very arrogant and he
Full of
anger. He has a lot of arrogance and he throws people out and he wants the throne and apsaras and everything. So what is that kind of?
It's Bollywood. It needs to masala must be there, no, to engage people.
Just to convey some story.
Some story has to be there. But as you know, they are not attained. So some flaws are still there, they have to be removed. Huh.
So will it be that it's like an energetic field that is there around you and that is Pitrulok, Swarglok, which we cannot perceive? Is it like
It's everywhere. There is not just one particular field. It's very difficult to explain because
it's
there's
just
nothing tangible for me to. It's like, let's say that there is ice, which is solid. Then there is a subtler form of ice, which is water. Then there is an even subtler form, which is steam. And then there's another subtler form, which is water vapor. So there are the same thing has subtler and subtler and subtler existences. Right? So you cannot say that once the water has evaporated, it doesn't exist. It exists, right? Water exists even after it has evaporated because it exists in vapor form. But it exists. At some stage, it exists in the cloud. Then after the cloud, it again takes a solid form and comes back to earth as rain. Then again it might get frozen. Then again it might get evaporated. Then, like this cycle is there. In the same way, Jivatma takes upadhis, takes boxes, takes vessels, takes bodies which are subtler and subtler and subtler. So when you are in this realm where you are operating with a body which has got five senses, you can only perceive things which are perceivable by five senses. But there is sound wave which you cannot perceive. It exists. Dogs hear sounds which we cannot hear. Ultrasound or microwaves. They exist. You can see the effect, but you cannot see the wave. But it exists. Similarly, when this body drops, you, we, I, all of us, we exist in a different form which is not perceivable by your five senses. Not only is it not perceivable by your five senses, it is not understandable by your intellect.
How could it be dimension?
Dimension, these are words. But that dimension is here only. It is not some,
Yeah, they can coexist together.
yeah, it's here. It's here in this space. So here right now, we are people of Bhulok. There may be some people of Bhuvarlok here. There are definitely people from Swarglok here. Because they are always helping us do this yajna. So these are energies. These are energies. And the more spiritually evolved you become, the more you are able to tap into these energies. It's like the normal, every time I give this example, you want to see a movie which is showing on Star Plus, you have to tune your TV to Star Plus channel. If you tune to Z TV, you cannot see that movie. Now, which channel do you want to tap? Channel. That is up to you. You channelize, you tune into that frequency. Okay? That is what energy work is. You have to tune into that frequency. Okay? So, parasparam, one another, both are benefiting. The person who's doing the yagna is benefiting because the devas are coming to help and making the yagna successful. And the devas are also benefiting because they cannot finish their karma by helping you. They are also finishing their karma. And all this is happening for the highest good of all. Okay? So most important thing is when you're doing some yagna, and this yagna is not just the puja. Anything is a yagna. Doing Annapurna Prasad Seva, that is also yagna.
100%.
This Swadhyay is also yagna. Helping anyone in anything is a yagna. So when you do any action as a yagna, without ahankar, without bhokta bhav, without karta bhav, it becomes a yagna. So it's good to help, but just be little careful. There's a word of caution. It's good to help, but when you're helping, there should be no thing that I am superior and I am doing you a favor by helping. That feeling should not come there. And also, then why are we helping? Because it's our dharma to help. It is our dharma to help people, provided the person you are helping doesn't become lazy because you are helping. Doesn't become greedy. Doesn't become adharmic by not doing his or her own purusharth. Sometimes we are too keen to run in and help someone. So what happens? That person sits back and says, why should I do anything? This person though will come and give me helping hand. This person though will come and give me 5-10 lakhs of rupees. This person will come and do this. This person will come and do that. So they are not doing their own purusharth. That means they are doing a dharma. So you don't have to help if that your help is making them lazy or adharmic. That one thing you have to remember. Verse number 12.